Hello, this is Cycling Habits and welcome to my new video. In this video I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna test Igaro D1 power converter. This is the unit itself. I'm currently cycling from England to Lithuania through 6 countries. So at the moment I'm in Polish nowhere. So I'm getting close to my destination, so I thought it's a good time to test Igaro D1. How fast can it charge your devices, how many milliamps does it provide, certain speeds and everything. So for the test I'm gonna be using, obviously this is Igaro D1. All the rest is inside the bag. I'm just keeping the unit itself outside the bag because it's overheating when it's inside the bag. It's designed to be somewhere on your frame, but I think it's just fine. Because what I've noticed, I was using it in the bag and the efficiency drops dramatically, so I took it outside the bag. It's getting quite hot actually. So I'm sorry for the car noise, I'm just on the side road somewhere in Polish nowhere. So for this test I'm going to be using Garmin Touring Edge to measure the speeds. The speed's got to be measured based on GPS. That's pretty accurate anyway. Then it's going to measure my cycle time, moving time and distance. For the amp, this is amp meter. So with this thing we're going to measure actually how much energy will get stored on the power bank. So it measures the amps and the milliamps and everything. And I'm going to be charging power bank. This is Anchor. I think it's a 10,400 milliamps. It has about 25%, around 25% of charge. So that's good. So I'm just going to reset that all to 0. So it's all set to 0. Right now from this power bank I'm getting 5.29 volts. So it's about 5 volts, which is supposed to be on USB. 5 volts times 0, amps charged 0 and milliamps charged 0. Okay, so this is the charging setup I'm going to be using and testing right now. So this is a Igaro D1 unit itself. It's going to stay outside the bag. It has 2 female USB ports, so I'm going to be using just one USB port. That's coming out from the Igaro D1. Then you've got the amp meter and you've got the cable to charge the power bank. Okay, so everything will be go that way, and this thing will record everything. So I'm going to use GoPro on my chest mount. So I'll try my best to keep angle as good as possible, and we'll see how it goes. So right now my Garmin is set to 0, moving time 0, speed 0, and distance 0. So right now I'm going on 10 kilometers per hour, and Igaro D1 is not kicking in yet. It's taking about 5-10 seconds to start working. So I'm cycling in about 10 kilometers per hour, and it's not enough. So I'm just gonna increase my speed slowly. Yeah, and it started charging. Right now I'm cycling in 14 kilometers per hour and I'm getting 0.4 milliamps, 0.4 amps, sorry. So now it's 16 kilometers per hour and I'm going 0.4. Just to remind you that this unit is limited to a half an amp, 0.5 amp. So it's 17 kilometers. I'm getting 0.5. So it's you only need to cycle 17 kilometers per hour to get a. Right now it's 19 kilometers per hour. So we only need about 17 kilometers per hour to get a full usage of Igaro D1. So 17 kilometers is not a lot at all. Normally you would cycle a lot faster than this. So there's no worries, and you don't have to cycle fast to use the power converter at its full capacity. So I'm just gonna increase my speed a little bit. Right now I'm going at 20 kilometers per hour, and I'm getting the sun is shining bright. I'm not sure if you can see that on camera, but I'm getting 0.48 amps at 20 kilometers per hour. So still going about 17 kilometers per hour. Getting a 0.43. It varies by a fraction. Well, that's fine. And if I increase my speed to 20, let's say 25. Right now I'm going at 25, 23. And it's going at full capacity, 0.49. So I'm 4.5 minutes in, and I charged 29 milliamps. So I'm gonna try to decrease my speed and see at what speed it actually charges, so the charge is dropping. So now 18 kilometers, so far so good. 15, yeah, it's dropping about 17 kilometers, like it says. Okay, so yeah, I was cycling for 33 minutes. I cycled 11 kilometers, and let's have a look what I've got on this thing. So times match pretty much. It says 30 minutes charging time, and this one says 33 minutes. Obviously, because it's sometimes when I was cycling up the steep hill, it stopped charging because my speed dropped down below 17 kilometers per hour, and also it takes a few seconds to kick in when it starts cycling. So that's pretty accurate. So in half an hour I've got, sorry about that. Yeah. So in half an hour I've got 241 milliamps. So half an hour, 241 milliamps. So that is, I worked out 14%, so that is 14% of iPhone 6 battery, which I think it is 1,680. So if you get 14% of charge in half an hour, that will take about 3.5 hours, about 3.6, 3.5 hours to charge it up to 100%, theoretically. Because most of the batteries start charging a little bit slow when they're over 80%. Sorry about that noise. So yeah, I think it's good, but I'm reading some complaints on internet that Igaro D1 is only limited to 500 milliamps, half an amp. Yeah, if other power converters are charging at higher rates, it's great. But think about it. I think in this case, less is more actually. So sometimes you're cycling from, let's say, 17 kilometers up to 50 kilometers per hour, and it still charges at the same rate, at the same speed, you know, at the same current. So it's not damaging your battery as well. Would you really want to charge your 500 pounds iPhone, maybe 600 pounds iPhone or Android with an unstable power, not really. So obviously it's charging slower than solar panels, because with my solar panels, I think my solar panels were 14 watts, and they were charging at 2 amps, so which is like 4 times faster than a dynamo. But the main problem with the solar panel is when they're getting hot, they just drop down like to 0.2, 0.1, and it's just like sometimes they just stop working completely. So you have to. So that's not good. This is why, that's the main reason I decided to switch to the dynamo hub, because let's say you got the temperature. Temperature doesn't really matter for the dynamo hub, so you rule that out. You can cycle in really hot weather and really cold weather, it will stay the same. And then waterproofness. Obviously when it's raining, solar panels don't work, because the rain stops UV light. When it's raining, they don't work, and most of the solar panels are not waterproof, so you have to stop, fold them up, you know, pack them up, and that's it, you're not charging. With dynamo hub, you just keep on going, getting charged. Then you got the weather itself, the sunlight, obviously. Modern solar panels, if it's a bit cloudy, it's like cloudy, they still get that UV light, so they're still charging. So, but you're using solar panels, you are dependent on so many things: rain, sunshine, you know, the temperature. Dynamo hub is the way to go. So yeah, I cycled 112 kilometers, almost 113 kilometers. It was pretty. I've not finished my ride yet, but I'm gonna finish this test, because I think 112 kilometers is sufficient enough to see what this Igaro D1 unit can do. So it was a pretty difficult ride for me today. I had a block wind, a headwind all the time. I had quite a few climbs as well. So if you want to see the terrain I was cycling, go on my Strava and find 8th of August 2017 ride. I'll link my Strava profile link down below. So let's have a look what we've got. Okay, so moving time 6 hours 7 minutes. On here we've got 4 hours 45 minutes. So there's a bit of difference, a massive difference to be honest. So because I was climbing, there were quite a few hills and I was going about 10 kilometers per hour, sometimes even below that. I was stopping pretty frequently as well because of the traffic and everything. I was cycling through the city. So in 6 hours of cycling, like I said, pretty difficult cycling today. I managed to gather 2016 milliamps. Let's show again. 4 hours 45 minutes charging time, 2016 milliamps. So 2016 milliamps, it's not that impressive, but I mean it's like just over 4 hours of charging time. So if, like I said, iPhone battery is 1860. So you've got more than a full battery of iPhone. So obviously you're not using all the battery of your phone. So it's enough to charge like maybe more than half of a phone, Garmin, and you've got enough left to charge like your iPod or something, you know, like a few percent. So yeah, as for a quite difficult day, I think more than 2000 milliamps, it's more than enough. I'm quite surprised. I thought I'm gonna get less than that. if I'd had the flat roads today and that cycling about like 6 hours or something, I would get 3000. I'm pretty confident that would get 3000 milliamps. Yeah, just about 3000. So yeah, this is what Igaro D1 is capable of. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. There's more videos like this coming. So yeah, thanks for watching and ride safe.